Hey guys, in case you're wondering, yes, I'm still working on the current state of Warner Bros. Criticism, SML Part 3, and Nickelodeon. But first something I want to get off my chest. Of course, if you know me for a while, you know I love the Angry Birds franchise. Had merchandise and I played the original games. I even had 3 stars in every level. I even have the plushies, and I love the cartoons, even the first movie as well. And I used to like the second film as much as I liked the first film. That is, until my opinions have changed. After I look back in the second movie, I just noticed that it just doesn't feel like Angry Birds. Now, I don't hate this movie, I'm just rather neutral to it. Plus, 2019 was the worst year to the franchise. Of course, when it becomes to removing the original games and making uninspiring games and barely anything about the 10th year anniversary. So, I'm just gonna talk about the topic on why the Angry Birds movie 2 doesn't feel like Angry Birds. Let's get started. The story and the plot doesn't make any sense. It's just about the birds and pigs teaming up because Zeta wants to destroy those islands because she wants to have a paradise to herself. If you don't like living in a cold island, why not just move out of the island and just head to Bird Island or Piggy Island? And plus, I don't like how they did with Mighty Eagle in the story. They just made him into a complete total wimp and loser. You're a coward and abandoned your fiancé because you're not ready for a marriage? Wow, how original. Mighty Eagle in the games is useful because he can destroy shit. And Red cares about nobody else but himself because he's afraid that nobody on Bird Island would like him anymore and he would stop being a hero ever since the truce. If you wanted to have a villain for the second movie, why not put in Gale? That's what we thought when we saw the teaser with the purple feather. But nope, you decided to put in a character that has nothing to do with the games whatsoever. Ugh, the trendy jokes. Don't even get me started on them. It's just an unnecessary way of being hip and cool. But you're failing to be cool. Like, first of all, the dabbing part in the movie? Seriously?
You're not sure about the dabbing, though! Mom, did you get my picture?
Cringe.
Just because you're making a character dab doesn't mean it's cool. Plus, it's dead. Since 2018. But hey, at least they did not do a cringy Fortnite dance. Or any stupid memes that makes no sense. You know, if I were Rovio, I would just put in the "oh yeah, Mr. Krabs" meme while Hal is being surrounded by crabs, and then a crab just grabbed his wallet and grabs his money, which represents Mr. Krabs. Or even put in the FBI meme when Soldier Pigs has break into Red's house. And let's not forget about Leonard's awkward selfies. Okay, those are very questionable.
Sorry you had to see that.
Okay.
Awkward.
I got questions about this.
Buy our movie merchandise.
And finally, the most cringe-worthy scene of the movie.
Thanks for taking us out, man!
Even Glenn's having a good time!
Lots of the trendy jokes in this movie are just cringe. How the hell did you make it not funny? Alright, remember when the Blues were in the post-credit scene of the first movie, making a potential sequel that they will be part of a story? Well, they lied. If you're adding a character that's supposed to be in the next movie, you gotta have a way to make it more potential. In Sonic the Hedgehog, Tails was gonna be in the potential sequel, and it appears that Tails is in a sequel as planned. And the same could say in the Sonic Movie 2 post-credits scene when they reveal Shadow is gonna be in the third movie. And finally, the Super Mario Bros. Movie post-credits scene when they reveal that Yoshi is gonna be in the next movie. Why can't they do the same with the Blues in the next movie? I mean, yeah, they did appear in some scenes, but I meant as the main roles. I'll tell you why. Because they were milking the hatchlings just to impress the Facebook moms and young children. And let's not forget that we thought Gale was going to be in the next movie as the main villain, but it turns out it's a whole new character that has nothing to do with the games. I don't hate Zeta, but I wish Gale would have been the perfect choice for a villain in the second film. And where the heck is Bubbles? Yes, I know, Smosh has been apart until 2023, but that's besides the point. And what about Smooth Cheeks? We haven't even seen him for so long. Same thing could be said about Luca. Well, at least we got Silver. But this isn't the Silver we wanted. The design looks decent, but we wish we would have had the Silver that looks exactly just like how she looks from the games. And what about Ross? We would have loved to see some more Bad Piggies reference alongside with Mechanic Pig by his side. And we would have loved to see a scene where Stella has found Luca and how Stella and Gale stopped being friends with each other and how she became Queen of Pigs. And have Chef Pig as a secondary and plot twist villain. And what would be interesting is that Chef Pig would be using Gale the whole time just to get to the golden egg. Just like how Robotnik used Knuckles just to get the Master Emerald. Now that would be a plot twist we love to see. Instead, we got the whole marriage problem bullshit between Mighty Eagle and Zeta. And let's not forget Stella should have been the main female role next to Silver. And let's not forget Poppy, Willow, and Dahlia. And why not recreate Silver's origin story like how she was raised by pigs and how she found Red and the others? I'm sorry to those who ship these two, but I'm gonna have to agree with the fandom on this one. Especially my two friends Tiffany Fisher Artist and Christopher Roos. Hell, I'm gonna have to agree with Chuck on this one. If you're going to give Red a love interest, why not give him Ruby? Or even Stella? You know, Stella would be a perfect choice for this sequel. Because there's a lot of fans who loves to ship Red with Stella. Like, let Red interact with Stella more, and then they'll become a potential couple. Let's not forget that they are both iconic and they're both leaders of their own flock. Now, it is a movie, an animated movie, but not for OG Angry Birds fans. It doesn't feel like it's from a franchise that we come to know and love since the late 2000s. And the birds are not even angry. It just feels more like happy, trendy, cringy birds. Even during the current state of Rovio.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Well, this was a disappointment.
You kinda know what I get there. And the birds and pigs became friends after facing against Zeta? Again, it's called Angry Birds, not happy, fun time, trendy, cringy birds. I mean, I'm not trying to say it has to be edgy to be an Angry Birds movie. My point is, if you're making a movie about Angry Birds, why not stay true to the source material? Or why not make an Angry Birds Stella story? Yeah, I know I kinda said it already, but I feel like it would have been a lot better than Mighty Eagle facing his fiancée or whatever the hell kind of story is. There you go. There are my points and reasons why this movie doesn't feel like the Angry Birds we know and love. There's not many characters from the games that we all know and love. Bubbles is missing. It is not as bad as the 1993 Super Mario Bros. Movie, but I feel like this sequel is kind of yeah. I much rather stick with the first movie. That feels more like an Angry Birds movie compared to this one. So yeah, that's all I had to say about this. And since next year is the 15th anniversary, maybe one of these days Rovio can prove us wrong to make something great for a 15th anniversary. Right? Maybe someday, but that's probably ain't gonna happen anytime soon.